Hello, everybody. I have turned Kenshi into a horror game, an unfair horror game, and you are here to watch me play it in Permadeath and try to survive the miserable world we've created. If this is your first exposure to the series and you're on YouTube, go ahead and check out the pinned comment, which will have a link to the playlist where you can see the whole thing from the beginning or the video if that's ready by the time you're viewing. Welcome in Twitch viewers, YouTube viewers, VOD watchers. Good to have everybody. Space Monkey, congrats on grabbing first over on Twitch today. Good to see you. And Ada, thanks for being here. Hope everybody's had a good week and a good start to their weekend. I've been working on editing this. I think this one will come out as a multi-part video series instead of trying to cover the whole thing in one video. So I've been working on that a little bit. We're still moving along on it, and it's been a fun one overall. One thing that has struck me, there's been more downtime in this series than I typically get, but it's just a quirk of the way it plays out. So that said, nothing really else to cover. Let's get into it. Let's get started with some Kenshi. By the way, Kenshi, 3 million copies sold. Congratulations. Beep plushie, now open for pre-order. Looks like good things ahead, and even though they're not giving a date yet, they're acknowledging that people are waiting on a date for Kenshi 2. Okay, so to the end of the world. Now, I've realized something. The something that I've realized... What's up, Rust? Good to have you. Something that I've realized is we have a couple skeletons with us. Skeletons cannot be eaten alive or bled out. So I think it's of really high importance that we get them equipped and trained and try to add more skeletons to the party if possible. They do have some drawbacks. They're not going to be able to do everything for us, but they could be indispensable units in this playthrough. So we've got this group working away at the home. 3 million people eaten by beak things. Many of them several times over. Yeah, we just got Bing Bong. Bing Bong is our new skeleton friend. And let's go look and see if we get super mega lucky and end up with any other recruitable skeletons in the region. That would be great to know. I think the deal is we were supposed to make a trading run from Darkhaven so we could trade with the Hive and put a little money in our pocket for trading here in World's End. I wonder if it's too early in the day for people to be in bars. I'm not seeing a lot of the, like, drifter types that you can usually recruit here. Maybe there's just not a ton of them in World's End. No way there's another one. There's another skeleton here. We got truth in the bar. Now, if I tell you that that is a big development, that's probably underselling it. We got truth in the bar. Sounds like some kind of parable. All right, now to hope. You know what? I don't even really need to hope. Let's, Yeah, that leaves us plenty of animal skin for now. Only thing is there is a beak thing in the way. On our way to the hive. Gar's putting up a fight. Oh, family of Garu putting up a fight. Oh, there's a couple beak things right here. Hey, what's up, Joe? We're just getting started. All right, we're gonna need to fight some beak things. Brew has no dodge because of all the encumbrance. Let's get Brew to go over here. Got distracted writing lore for your soon-to-be Stellaris run. That's even more leather we can acquire for later. Taking on a nasty fight. Yeah, honestly, the mist ghouls have trained up our defense a good amount. You like pineapple? Brew's not patching himself up, even though he's supposed to be on medic, and that's supposed to work even with jobs turned off. Don't know what that deal is. Forgot Brew lost an arm. Yeah, and originally, the reason we were sending people to World's End was to replace that arm. Or to replace some of our prosthetics in general. But now that we've found some skeletons to hire, well, there's more interesting game afoot. This is the last stream, by the way. How did the team running home fare? I don't remember if you saw that there were a couple of limbs lost. But that aside, I'm pretty sure everybody made it home. We haven't added a new... I'm not going to finish that sentence, but there's nothing that will make me think that somebody died that I can remember. Remember Ruka was kidnapped? Yeah, Ruka got home. Okay, that gives us 13,000. We'll get Brew home, and then we'll try to recruit Truth. Don't think you could ever play this game without a map. You know, you might like the challenge of it. And some people really need to be resting up. I think they were still pretty banged up. Ah, there we go. Some people going to bed. Force you to learn the areas yourself. Yeah, absolutely. Team is really tough. Very nice work. Thank you. We've had to be. All right. Let's see. I know, Jill, you were in line to have a character named. Would you like Truth to be Jillian? Lean too much on the maps like Gamma if you don't open your PDA every 4 seconds. Think it's always quite refreshing to try a game without a map or without quest markers in games that have those. You do become pretty familiar with the landmarks and the just overall like flow, the attention to detail, the design of the world and everything. You should definitely try playing games like without maps, without UI, more reliance on the world that they built. It definitely makes you see games in a new way. Pro Okran or negative Okran this run? We are playing nice with the Holy Nation as much as we can, but we're not going to be held by their rules. All right, we got Jillian. Hello, follower of Clay. Good to see you. Always tempted to try the Metro games in the built-in HUD-less mode. I should try that sometime. All right, so we got a little bit of money. Let's get Jillian to... Let's see, we got garbage armor. I think the thing we're going to want to see and need to see from our skeletons... See, the thing is, I don't think they're too great at dexterity, but we probably still want that. Bing Bong have? Bing Bong has a toothpick. Right now we have lots of people with toothpicks, but I thought I recall that we have capacity to build regulars. We can build regulars. Might be good to start getting on that. With a old world bow. In fact, you changed your Steam profile to the Catlon today was immense foreshadowing. It was the will of Okran. Okay, yeah, honestly, we're gonna need a way to make some money. Am I preparing for a trip to the Dead Mist Plains? Not yet, but that's the end goal. Sure, you're ready for it. Sure. We just got super lucky to find 2 skeleton recruits in World's End. Flats is out of my bounds, yes. I don't remember. I guess the thieves aren't present in World's End. That's a bit of a bummer. Can't tell you how tempted I am to have our skeleton crew try to link up with Mongrel. You finding 2 recruitable skeletons in World's End, or for that matter, in Morn, is just astounding. More than 5k and have never found recruitable skellies there. The game seems to love you. Okay, so one thing, Clay, have you tried Kenshi? Because to my understanding, there is a base game RNG bug that prevents some recruitables from appearing randomly, so they'll always be the same person. Kenshi does fix that RNG bug, so they're true random spawns. So, like, I want to say Molly and maybe Logan. Some of the ones that are always there are actually supposed to be random. Hey, Ryder, welcome in. Good to have you. I think... Oh, it'd be great if we had a backpack. I wonder if Brew can make another run to the Hive and get us a little more money. I am in Vane, yep. We have animal skins. Be enough to get us a backpack and some real basic supplies. Yeah, definitely we see enough animal skins just come by the gate that skins and leather are a good source of both income and XP for us. Well, we got to get some people back in bed so they're ready if we need them. Where would characters in games be without the snooze meta? They're trying to teach us sleep is important. Kenshi characters avoiding sleep like it's the plague. Like, yeah, my arm's just about to fall off. I don't need a nap. Really, I just need to work. Keep my mind off of it. Always played vanilla. Yeah, so in Kenshi, now keep in mind, my first playthrough, finding those recruitable skeletons, I did do that on vanilla. But this time around, finding multiple might be because of Kenshi fixing the RNG bug, which is it's a setting inside of Kenshi. Hey, Connor, welcome in. Okay, goodbye. Do I have a favorite NPC? Probably Truth. Is this stuff to sell, by the way? Hey, what's up, Todd? Good to see you. Okay, 10 grand. Hello, cemetery chick. Hope you're doing well. I don't know if that beak thing is still there. Let's go this way about it. Sadly, don't know that one. Well, I don't know if Truth is... Maybe Truth was a random spawn in my first playthrough, but if so, his dialogue was super insightful. I mean, I learned so much about the world from Truth. It's possible that any skeleton recruit could have that dialogue. I don't know. Hope you're having a good weekend. You too. Things are going pretty well here. $10,000 to get a backpack, a lantern, maybe a repair kit, some kind of light armor, and then we'll have Jill go visit Burns Tower. We should be able to stack some valuables from Burns Tower. Like Lumi. See, Lumi is one that I've never had in my party, or I think even really talked to. Maybe a brief interaction. Six skins, won't say no to that. The only truth you are finding for Kenshi is the renamed Truth 2 tier of smithing, which was replaced by the skeleton smiths. So when we recruited Jill was a skeleton named Truth. And I also had a skeleton named Truth in my first playthrough. Yeah, so I guess they just had such good dialogue that I assumed they were like a unique. Very crab-pilled, and that's the way to be in Kenshi, of course. Crab Master Challenge video on the YouTube. All right, so we'll throw a lantern in here. You see, Manhattan has a skeleton repair kit. I think Bing Bong should give theirs to Jill and then can grab the one from Manhattan. We'll probably get a couple more at Burns Tower anyway. Let me see something here. I might send Jill out with 2 backpacks and just see what we can vacuum up from Burns Tower. Innocencia, welcome in. Burn is your favorite, though you're a tad biased due to him being the first skeleton you ever met that didn't try to wipe your party. So this is 20 kilograms. Eyeing anything for the Steam Summer Sale, getting to that time of year, so you started thinking about it? I don't know. I've got a lot of games that that I already own that I should play. Oh, speaking of, I was thinking of something. Let me know what you think about this. I don't know if now's the right time to do it or not, but I was thinking of starting another YouTube channel that's something like Ad Noctem Plays, and it is just straightforward full playthroughs of the games that I play that are not main channel videos. So like if I do a demo day, I'll cut up each of the games that I stream on that demo day and I'll upload them each as a video. And it's kind of like a VOD channel with minimal editing that would be a home for some of my playthroughs that don't become big main channel projects. Sounds fun. Sometimes it's nice to just see the raw game without cutting out any parts. Edited VOD side channel, not a bad idea. Yeah, I'll think about it. It would definitely be a lower priority and something that builds more over time. What's up, Fair Play? Good to see you. You're gonna have a character specifically for loot collection. You should name them Hoover. Almost filled up 128 gigabyte flash drive. Oh yeah, that's easy. So like this game just came out that I had on my wish list, and the game is like $2. Like $2.30, and it's about climbing down a like mega structure with a grappling hook while a giant centipede chases you. That's the kind of thing that would be fun to just check out on stream sometime. And then, you know, just cut out the ad breaks, cut out the intro and dead space and stuff, and just throw the playthrough up on another channel. Now, granted, if anybody wants to see any game that I've played, you can find them all on the live tab on my YouTube. I'm just wondering if a dedicated home for them might be better. You all should be seated because I cannot have you getting hungry while we're out here. All right, I think we speed through the night. Probably not on 20 times. You never know what's going to happen. And then I'll send Jill out in the morning to Burns Tower. Remind you of a reverse White Knuckle? I think I have White Knuckle and haven't played that one too. Everybody doing? They're mostly rested up back here. Private Live is playing Left 4 Dead 2. That man can't ever seem to get away from zombie games. I thought about rating him when we were doing Stalker Gamma the other day, but I know he does a ton of Stalker stuff, and I just didn't want to see anything, you know, pick up any tips or anything. Hey, Toady, great to see you. Hope you're well. Right, and then you see the ending. Maybe the real Stalker Gamma was the friends we made along the way, and the credits roll, and a tear rolls down my eyes. He was a good stalker. Bing Bong, then. Oh, Bing Bong's over here. One egg in these trying times. Hello. I cannot tell you how much you are needed in this moment. Night with this mod pack is so impressive, isn't it? One day I'll be brave enough to go out in the night. Alright, so the thing is, I need to be faster than 10 miles per hour to make it to burn. Glad that you could provide such an essential service. Sometimes we all need an egg. I eat 3 every morning. Who's being attacked? Did another beak thing phase through my walls? They might be a... Wait, what's... I think Griffin is aggroing somebody with a turret. But it's troubling the squad. Nightmare creatures, dark knights. Fair bit of things, really. Beak things. Beak things for once not being the nightmare creatures. Hanged man rushing out there. Let me at him. Brute, you're so useless at fighting. I'm gonna have you go back inside and stay on hold. Evenfall, добро пожаловать. Говорите по-английски, пожалуйста. Я немного понимаю. Polish Spaniard, good to see you. Oh, now we have a Gorillo. Come on, y'all. I'm trying to send Jill to Burns Tower. All right, take that off. Now, make no mistake, this is still a dangerous mission. What? I recognize that those are all English words, but they mean nothing to me. Was there a beak thing that we forgot to, like, take the skins out of? We had a couple mist ghoul heads. Well, I guess they're not worth all that much, but still. All right, Jill, time to get you... Oh, God, which one of these is Burns Tower? Wait. I think it may be this one. Can Jillian make it all this way? Let's find out. Hopefully, get some athletics as well and some strength. Cryo, hello, good to see you. Oh. That's, that's not good. Jillian almost ended up in Rebirth. Found that one high village near the crook in the river has a copper ore so close to a shop you can mine and sell indefinitely if you keep the shop window open. Let's go the other way out of the city, perhaps. Hail Okron? No, it's all about the skeletons today. Universal Kenshi experience of having a character run slow, speeding the game up, and then not noticing as your character walks into a patrol of enemies. Okron best god, but my skeletons. You can see you had a very different start to my first playthrough than I did. Yep, my first playthrough was my own, for better and for worse. The narco worshipper yourself, you must kindly decline the sword the holy paladins insist your insides deserve. So here's what I'm thinking. I think that I think we get our skeletons trained up a little bit, and we use them to investigate Mongrel, and we maybe use Mongrel as a training ground for the skeletons. And then I think once we have some high-level skeletons, I think they are indispensable to the rest of the run. Happens if I click to go there? How do you do it? On day 4. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was a fun one. Let me say that tragedies continue to happen. Not gonna lie, you fully expect Mongrel to be dead. What a reveal that would be. You want to talk about absolute cinema? Spending 15 streams struggling to get into Mongrel and find it dead? That's the end of the second movie right there. Pretty much the end of a book you were reading the other day. I mean, I couldn't set up a plot twist that good for this story. Be honest, I'm on day 38 in that run in 20 hours, while you're on day 62 with 77 hours on the game. Yeah, we definitely played differently. Gonna cry if when we find Beep dead. Micromanage and made sure to avoid combat you knew you could not win. I try not to micro too much. I'll do it if a situation really calls for it. But for the most part, I like a little bit of the autonomy it gives. Hey, nomads. The only micro you do in this game is microwave your brain with how often you get caught slacking. See, this is a long journey. In my head, with access to the map, getting from World's End to Burns Tower is like a short, easy little jaunt. Actually doing it is something else. Wait, I'm trying to remember now if there's even stuff left at Burns Tower or if we cleared it out previously. Went 5 times speed one time and almost lost several people to beak things. Yep, that'll do it. It's why I'm spending the majority of this playthrough on 2 times. Where am I based? In Vane, and I have a group in World's End. Snag left behind gear or 2. Yeah, I was hoping for like some more skeleton kits and maybe a weapon, but we'll just see what's available. We might have grabbed all of the grog. I don't think I had that much capacity when I was there last time, so I don't think we took everything. Where's the grog gone? What was Byrne doing with grog in the first place? I don't know, probably for any human travelers that stop by. He does say that he likes the company of humans. Saw someone do a New Vegas challenge where every perk was made to be the opposite and now you want to try it. For example, Paralyzing Palm was changed so that you'd do a move so embarrassing you become paralyzed for 30 seconds. I know Juve did a run with that mod. I think that's a Neolithic mod. It was a pretty good series. And low-key, the editing on that series had me wanting to learn more about DaVinci Resolve. Like, my edits that I do now, I think, are pretty basic. I try to learn, like, one new thing every video, but I feel like if I buckled down and did some of the tutorials, I could find a couple of things to add to my videos. But that would be editing time, not working on a project. Run, Jillian, run. Into Burns Tower. Don't you dare cut through that water to do it. Are these the floodlands? They are. we could take our chances with generator core. Oh, they're only 1 kilogram. That actually might be good loot. Hey, Space Monkey. Hope you're doing well. Congrats on first today. There are only 2 techniques you need to edit videos anyways. S-shake and copy-pasting dramatic sound effect. Wait, let me write that down. That's something. I don't know if it's something good. Would train some strength up. Fart.mp3 counts as an automod flag. Yeah, it thinks it's a genuine file. I do that for safety. Okay, so how fast am I moving? Currently, 8 miles an hour. That's not great. What if we drop the generator core? 10 miles an hour. What's your speed, by the way? Not the Iron Spider. Get someone fast with good strength here since bodies have a set weight. Fair point. Hey, what's up, Stoner? Good to see you. It's a couple thousand cats anyways. Pass another night. Making decent progress on the electrical components. I tried to combine progress and components. that one stun-locked me for a second. I think if we wanted to get the skeletons some toughness training, the way to do it might actually be the cannibals. Do it here. Yeah, I'm not huge on it because toughness training really it benefits from a lot of weak enemies versus a small number of strong enemies. With toughness this low, I think an iron spider could potentially put me in a recovery coma death spiral. Or one of the old machines. Yeah, I think it's probably time for a skeleton training arc. I don't know what to do with the rest of the crew, though. Obviously, we'll need them throughout the playthrough, but I feel like now that we have a couple skeletons... Oh, and you know what? Burn is one, and he needs a better leg. Honestly, if we could get him a scout leg, that would be amazing. Love the Cannibal Plains. Your unforgettable Kenshi memory was accidentally stumbling into Darkfinger, getting swarmed, and then being saved by a tech hunter who looked like Moist Critical. He definitely went home and made a video about how the cannibal situation is crazy. Need to play Kenshi again? Maybe even this mod pack? Not gonna region lock yourself, though. There's only so much suffering you can endure. I understand. Food Barrel is one hell of a hangout spot. It's true. Thought I put chairs, but... Do you see limbs on humans if they had not lost one? No. Current game has a bar, but no one goes there. In my Fogman Society run, I built a bar because I would have so many idle units. I needed a good way to see them all at once. Oh no, nothing, nothing like that. It was a house with a bunch of tables and chairs and lights, so I could easily see who was idle, and I could keep the guards idle near the front door. That was its whole purpose. Did not see you there. And you run 20 miles per hour. Jillian, I think you gotta try to run back to Burns Tower. Where is Burn, by the way? It was a good move running back, and that did get Jillian 5 points of toughness. Just a chassis wound. Okay, so it turns out Jillian is basically never going to outrun the old skeletons. 16 miles an hour at a full sprint.
Hello, Gordon.
Hello. All right, let's rest up, and while we're doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and take a break. We've got ads on Twitch. I'll run ads on YouTube, play some clips of the channel. We'll get the ads out of the way so anybody who's not subscribed will not be missing anything, and then I'll see you all in just a moment. Appreciate you. Now that's how you pull up to a funeral.
Start walking.
Look at this. He's gonna think he's got a chance. Got a new lease on life.
No catch. You let me go, that is all. What do you care about some banner?
Counter argument. Looking for intel. She may be useful, but she was also fun to explode. Look at that form. Oh. I thought that was my tranquilizer rifle. Oh, I went full lethal. Just shot that man in the face. I thought that was my tranquilizer. Okay. Is everybody in this room dead except for me? Cool. I can work with that. Toilet! I got so excited for the toilet. I didn't check to see if the sink worked first. Ah, the secret drug farm. Okay, I know where we are. I mean, no, officer, never heard of such a thing in my life. Am I going the right way? I am. It's just a long, treacherous road. Kind of like a metaphor for life. We have been in a bit of a predicament, as you might see. You might be... Cool, we're back. Refill my water. Okay, well, Jillian is healing up. We'll take Brew. Go do some trading. Why do you have this? What year is it? What ads did you get? Hey, Misty, welcome in. Good to see you.
Hello, Gordon.
Hello, Jill. I want to let you know, this is not your fault, but that sound alert may be going away, as I have completely removed every other sound from my channel. And I have debated whether I want that one or not. To be honest, though, I go through like phases where I reevaluate my channel and what I think works for me, and like assumptions that I picked up from watching other streamers and if they actually apply in my context. Like a little thing is I took away my hydrate redeem just because it made me feel a little weird. I understand why some people have them if they forget to drink water, but it always felt like there was this weird like paternal element of it where I'm an adult and I drink like 60 ounces of water a day. I just didn't feel like I personally needed a button somebody could press to tell me to drink water anymore. You know what I mean? I also don't like the FOMO kind of marketing stuff that goes on, so I've disabled some of that on Twitch. Like, you will notice I should not have stream streaks active, because I would love everybody to be able to be here all the time. I don't think it's a healthy relationship to make people, like, have to be there and fret about missing a stream to make a number go up. I don't love that on Twitch's part, and I don't want to be a part of that here, so like I just turned it off on this channel. Of course, we have the check-in for people who want it, which is really great. But again, that's not something that, like, you don't lose it if you miss a stream and don't check in. But you like your streaks. Well, you can still streak. You can still come in and say, hey, this is the 37th stream I've been here for. I think the Dreams Redeem is a good middle ground for that. Yes, I added that because people requested it. I don't usually use those redeems, so I didn't think much of it, but a couple people said, like, hey, I'd like a way to keep track of how many times I've come by. So yeah, that redeem is exactly for that. Some of the stream promotional stuff is a little intrusive to you. Yes, and I understand they're for-profit platforms, and they need it to be a pressing matter for you to show up to streams, because that's how they make money. So Twitch incentivizes FOMO marketing, basically. I just don't think that's a healthy way. That's also part of the reason I have all of my lives are on YouTube. I try to make edited versions of a lot of content so people can see it without having to watch the whole VOD. You know, I want it to be... Of course, it would be great if everybody was here every stream, all stream, making my numbers and engagement through the roof. But I'm not wanting people to put other priorities ahead of that. You are watching the whole VOD. Yes, indeed. And I'm super grateful for the people who do. That is a huge signal. Jillian, why aren't you in the skeleton bed? That is a huge signal to YouTube that people enjoy it. Rolled an unkillable dunce. Well, your strength is okay, too. Just show up when you can, can't show up every day as much as you'd like to. Exactly. And I don't want people to think that that's like the expected thing. You know, could it make my numbers a little bit higher if I had the streaks and I made a big deal about them? Maybe. But I would prefer a healthier, long-term viewing relationship over that kind of like stress. Blew through 900 channel points in 5 minutes. People keep asking me for more channel point reward stuff. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. Not keep asking me. I get one inquiry every like 5 months, but... Let's see if this is enough money to get Burn a leg. How long has it been since the last inquiry? It was several Kenshi videos ago, so it was a couple months. Okay, no good leg spawns today. The ones we got now, well, thank you. I think because I intend my streams to be watched for a long time and enjoyable by somebody who wasn't there for the stream experience, I tend to keep the stream pretty simple in terms of like what buttons do what, you know. It's one reason I got rid of like the sound redeems and stuff, like the blurp and sound alerts and all that. All right, we're gonna send Jillian back. Which way am I going? This way, I think. Ancient science books and the like engineering ones are cooking you. Traveled for 10 days with your war party, battled dozens of beak things, had to rest in high villages twice, hide in a broken house in the library for one ancient science book. I remember the struggle. Now, honestly, figuring out where to get that stuff over time feels like a great reward. That's one way they do the progression really well. They do not make it easy to get that sort of thing. Well, you have a scout party of 3 people who found a town that sells them. Yeah, but the supply that gets sold is not going to see you through the tech tree. So don't feel like that's wasted time and effort. Like to write a lot and kind of miss writing your RimWorld and Kenshi short stories. I'm sure there's a community for it. In fact, I think in the Kenshi Discord there is a whole... Oh. There's a whole section for Kenshi stories. How fast we moving? 10. Let's drop this and see if we can move One faster. Two faster, even. To remember posts on the subreddit, so you think there's an audience? Yeah, for sure. I had this idea, which is really more of a pipe dream than anything, but some of you know that I do a little bit of card collecting. Mostly I collect really obscure, like, Shin Megami Tensei cards and stuff. And I do a lot of like importing from Japan, and I resell them and I scan them for the Internet Archive and all that. But it's gotten me interested in it, and I would love a Kenshi card game. Or even just Kenshi collectible art cards. That would be so cool. Kenshi Tabletop would be amazing. I have heard other people say that. There was somebody who posted one in the subreddit, but then it turned out that, like, all of the art and most of the writing was AI, and it was not well received. I think they made a post that they were taking down all the AI stuff and they were going to restart by hand, but I haven't heard an update since then. Not exactly obscure. You're a Yu-Gi-Oh person. You keep a lucky blue eyes in your wallet. Very cool. Okay, it's cannibals. Gonna say they're gonna eat you, but then you realize got no meat. Yes, exactly. Spent way too much time thinking about how a Kenshi-themed Yu-Gi-Oh archetype could work. I think I've seen some people do, what are they called in Magic? Proxies? Oh, that's right. Skeletons won't patch themselves up while playing dead if you don't click it ahead of time. Okay, we may need to get Bing Bong or somebody out here to heal Jillian up. It looks like they're getting better on their own, which is the nice thing about, 20 toughness. You see my message, knocked over my bottle of water and launched my headphone jack straight out. Which one? The one about them not eating me? Yes, I did see that. And I was saying that's why skeletons have some benefits in training. Jillian should be able to lay here and rest up. Team leader has plenty of food. They heal on their own. Yes, as toughness goes up, you start to your health starts to slowly come back up faster. So it just depends if the amount that it rises is higher than the wound degeneration. Saw the post about them replacing the AI art on the Kenshi tabletop. Didn't know it was AI writing too. Is it full AI writing or just translation? I feel like it was both. Thought robots had to heal from the repair kits. For like proper healing, yes. But all characters have a base rate of healing. So what you're looking at then is the wound degeneration speed, and the wound degeneration speed goes down as the toughness goes up. So when you're at a low toughness, it's more likely that your wound degenerates, and then you end up in an infinite recovery coma until you die. But if your toughness is a little higher and the wound isn't so bad, then a lot of times you can just heal your way out of a recovery coma. Toughness, honestly, is a great start for this. Found out you did a Sonic Adventure playthrough in 2023, but found you through the Kenshi stuff like a year later. Love that game, too, especially. Maria playing the first few chords of Live and Learn in the opening for Sonic 3 the movie activated your brain like you were a sleeper agent. My brother and I 100%ed Sonic Adventure 2 on the PS3. Every emblem, every A rank. Took us a long time. Yeah, I got Sonic Adventure as a kid. I had a tumor in my jaw that had to be removed, and I wasn't able to like do anything or play outside for like 9 months. And my dad had a work friend who gifted me a Dreamcast and some games, and Sonic Adventure was one of them. So I was a big Sonic kid growing up. I haven't seen the movies though. Getting the lore drops tonight. Jillian is just about out of recovery coma. Yep, there we go. And now self-healing. Anyone remember the TV show Service about the sea monsters? No. Although somebody reminded me recently of Martin Mystery. That was a show I used to try to catch. What's up, Sky Attraction? Good to have you. Watching your first blind playthrough right now. Seems a lot have improved since then. Hey, thank you very much. I do try to get something a little bit better every stream. Glad you've been enjoying. Have I ever given Voices of the Void a shot? Not yet. Not yet. It's on the maybe someday somewhere list. Recently found the whole series. It's one of them on the flash drive. I figured you would be a Martin Mystery fan. I don't even remember what channel that came on. What is my Stacks on Stack group doing recently? Well, Brew's not on his job. There we go. Pineapple is tanning leather. Brew is making electrical components and arrows. Ash is mining copper. Looks like the rest of the group is actually idle. So probably we can get Griffin, why don't you go to make some bows or some bolts? Get toothpicks and regulars going in a repeat queue. I don't know that there's much of anything else to manufacture right now. Making leather to make my own armor or to sell. Right now we're selling it, but I'm definitely paying attention to the fact that it's raising the armor smithing skill. Some of the Stellaris music sounds just like Lego Batman for the Wii. Oddly specific references. We'll have to keep them in food as well, I remember. It's too dark to do any training or anything. It would be great if there was a thieves' tower here. I'd get Bing Bong started on some stuff, but I don't think the machinists have any training activities, do they? I somehow clicked the travel shop. Literally having a hard time even seeing my way into here. There we. I have to do so much of that. Discovered the Great White and King Gorilla, and they are terrifying. We used them as training partners recently. Rafuri, welcome in. Doing pretty well. The travel shop might be open 24/7 because they have the repair beds. Damn, nothing in the way of scout legs. Which is what would really be ideal for burn. Use them as target practice since the Great White doesn't want to seem to leave the lab place. Yes, but we're region locked to the northwest. Wonder, should Jillian find some more fights and try to get some more toughness? I think maybe we go up the plane for that. The 91 stomach. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where we can go that has a skeleton bed. Not mean you as in this playthrough. Oh, but just in general, yeah. Yeah, somewhere we could go that would have a skeleton bed nearby that we could do some toughness training for Jillian and Bing Bong. Kenshi, indeed, Kenshi. See, C-Power put out a video where a bunch of artists collaborated to make Disco Elysium animations to Want to Be Free. It makes you want to blast Sad FM on a boombox as you stand at the front of a small boat. I did not see that. I did hear that Zero Parades came out and is getting some praise, but I don't know. The whole thing kind of left a bad taste in my mouth with the way the original artists were treated. Could you not place like 500 campfires for light? We could. I don't know if it would cause game problems eventually. But I have thought about leaving like a single campfire here and there to like mark a trail. Beast traders will sell us beasts, but they're not going to buy from us. Just the way up. You name recruits yourself, right? The names are definitely something else. They are half me and half chat requests. Does wheat straw farm wheat straw? Nobody farms wheat straw. Not here, not by the wheat shore. Yeah, actually, in this case, wheat straw was mine, but all of the others were viewer requests. We got a farm trader on the way. They actually are an actual trader. Default names are also pretty unhinged too. I do love the default names. I like to think that I do a lot of my trading in the style of the default names. Don't have all that much for trade, but get some. It actually left us with less money, but that's okay. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to see about getting Bing Bong a sword. Some type of... Oh, no, Bing Bong has a sword. It's Jillian who needs one. Love the Hive Traders, as do we all. All right, let's see what we got. What we can afford, rather. Not a hell of a lot. What is this? A forked cleaver. I've never seen one of these. Crude weapon found in the Fog Islands. It resembles a flesh cleaver, but has a jagged edge to cause extra bleeding damage. Usually in pretty poor condition, but still holds up quite well. Guess a Wakizashi for now. Bing Bong should get a backpack. To be honest, most of the End of the World crew is not really doing anything. It's one thing about large squad playthroughs. I think it'll come back around to us needing them. But right now, we've got a relatively focused goal. I think it is Manhattan who has a skeleton repair kit. All right, we're going to send Bing Bong and Jillian into territories where maybe nobody else can go at this point. But if we get in there, we'll have an inside location where we can get some of those limbs and we can get other high-end components. Armor, weapons, that sort of thing. Now, let's be honest here. I don't know what Mongrel is going to look like. I don't know what the Fog Islands are going to look like. But I think we've got to take a look at these situations. We'd want to go this way. Wonder if sneak would be a good idea. They don't gain sneak very easily. What are all of my thoughts on a Shattered Ring hive mind machine empire that are eternal servitors for a role-playing Stellaris run? So I don't know anything about Stellaris. I don't know if that changes like what I would think of that. I don't know what like Shattered Ring means. Like a halo ring around a star. Sounds pretty cool. There's a lot you can do with it. Planet that broke through it, making it shattered. Yeah, it sounds like a pretty cool backdrop. I think we're never going to make it somewhere decent by night if we're sneaking. Well, to see how slow these two are, yeah. Skeletons are not fast movers. I suppose our first opportunity to stop over for the night is Flotsam. Looks a little mistier than I expected. Yeah, one thing we're faster than bone dogs. Trying your hardest to figure out where I am right now. This is World's End, Hidden Forest. This is the River Vend here. So, like, if I wanted to go up to Armor King. Hey, what's up? Is it Hetaxes? Something like that. Just discovered your channel yesterday and really enjoyed Bleep's story. Keep up the awesome work. Hey, thank you very much. Thanks for, I caught you dropping a follow offline. I appreciate you. And thanks for stopping by a stream. And Tyler Hampton as well on YouTube. Good to have you. Saw a description for Kenshi. Why would you want to turn a game that is already out to kill you at every turn into a horror game out to kill you? Because I have learned all the ways it's out to kill me, and I need new and exciting ones. Possibly because something is fundamentally wrong with me. No, but genuinely, I tell people playing Kenshi to not look up guides or meta strategies because I genuinely believe that Kenshi is a series of spreadsheets that you can plug the right numbers into and basically always win. And I like to change the calculus a little and challenge myself. Hey, a couple more skeletons. Couldn't talk to them, could I? Why be meta when you can have fun? I mean, hey, I'm not going to knock anybody's style. Some people really like to take a character and max stats in 3 hours and overthrow all the faction leaders, and that's fine, but I like to go a different way. Have like 100 hours and still refuse to watch any way to like go from 0 to 99 in any skill. I did eventually learn a lot of those strategies after my first blind playthrough, which was 270 hours long. Now I kind of use them selectively. I implement them where I need to tell my stories and just make interesting experiences in a world, but I try not to go straight to them. Like, you know, Bleep, we had to raise toughness. There was no surviving as Bleep without Mega raising toughness. All right, we got some bandit demands at Darkhaven. Oh, it's dust bandits. Hello. Amazed you got here. He leveled Bleep's toughness was fair, not abuse. I mean, that's the thing with Kenshi is like you just have to draw your own lines. Some people would say that what I was doing was cheesy. Others say it's perfectly fair. And all I can say is the most important thing is what feels fair and fun to you. when you're playing. Respect to those bandits for making it to you, right? Damn, Ruka. Oh, I thought Ruka got knocked unconscious. No, Ruka is still sleeping, hasn't joined the fight yet. Ruka, would you like to wake up and do the thing that you were born to do? Oh, that's a foul hound. That was a foul hound that just went dashing by. Everybody in. Everybody inside. Want to install mods with those cool additional monsters for a while. Seems by descriptions they could one-shot even late-game characters, though. They are definitely mods for when you know what you're doing and how to use all of Kenshi's systems to the fullest. Did we get him? Yeah, and your prize is a fun little puppy to play with. It ran that way. Go find it. And while Jillian and Bing Bong have a little bit of light left, but may just kind of want to hunker down somewhere. The lanterns haven't quite kicked on yet. They should soon. I don't know if anything really patrols these areas. Also, man, it's gonna be a crapshoot navigating without a map here. I don't know what the end of the world crew should be doing. Honestly. Wow, Pineapple was the only one who really got hurt in that fight. I think she was one of the least experienced coming into the group. End of the world crew enjoying some grog while the two unlucky sods they hired risk their lives. Listen, it's all the skeleton's fault somehow, probably. If they want to make up for it, who are we to stand in their way? Hey, okay, we're getting a good supply of bolts. What's Brew doing? Brew is off jobs again. Brew, go do your job. Somebody's got to make us some damn money around here. Griffin is doing great work, but he is supplying us for internal uses. Just walked off into the dark. Didn't see him for 3 weeks after that. This isn't your normal everyday darkness. This is advanced darkness. Okay, lanterns went out. So, darkness premium with light ads. Let me just look. This is Floodlands. Want to say we need to stick like about here, and then we'll get into the Fog Islands. You know what this feels like? This is one of those episodes where it focuses on the side characters' adventures. You know, we've got these two new characters that we just met. You know, we met one of them like last episode, and then today we meet an episode, and now they get like an adventuring series. Filler episode, well, it's attempting to set up long-term character development, but, you know, you never know what's going to get written into next season, so it could go nowhere. Still gathering the courage to play Kenshi. You have it on Steam, but the game is so open that you're left not knowing what to do. Should I do a video on that? I've been kicking it around. Like, I think I would just title the video "What to Actually Do in Kenshi," and take it through like a variety of starting scenarios and like gentle spoiler and meta-free suggestions for how to start moving about in the world and how to start finding the stories. Ruined Holy Outpost. Okay, so this one is going to be Fog. That's obedience. The only thing is, it would have been great if we could have gotten the scout leg for Burn, and Burn could have been part of this adventuring party. Gonna look it up on YouTube. Oh, I haven't made the video. It's just something I've been kicking around. Maybe even buy the game on GOG so I can have a totally unmodded second installation for videos like that. Take your headphones off for 2 seconds. What did you miss? Stoner was talking about wanting to play Kenshi, but the game being so open that they didn't know what to do or how to approach it. And I said I've been thinking about making a video for that, talking about what to do in Kenshi, like giving people ideas to find stories without like spoilers and such. Why am I in the Foglands? I told you we got to check out Mongrel. I think a video like that would be good, especially for people like you who have the game but don't know where to start. Yeah, so much of the information is like, and here's how you get your toughness to 90 in 10 minutes. But there's not, I don't see a ton of videos that are like, here's maybe some ideas for how to get started in Kenshi and a couple of basics. We know the horrors that are here, but we don't know what they've done to Mongrel. And actually, I don't know all of the horrors that are here. I don't know if everything that I've seen out in the world is the full extent of it. It was nice knowing you, Bing Bong, and myself. There's buildings there, at least. Oh boy. Got a horror, a guardian. Horror. Oh, they attack the Fogmen? Didn't realize this was like Civil War. I wonder if I just tell them to go into Mongrel. Like, are you actually going to be able to make that? You don't even know where that is. Fair enough. You're not allied? This went from a we are doomed to a, well, let's leave them to it scenario. I mean, we'll see. God, they cover ground fast. I think we've been spotted. It's weird, it doesn't even show that, like, we are in combat. Got a ways to go to make it to Mongrel. Hey, what's up, Neon Rob? It is indeed a good day to play Kenshi. Okay, so Bing Bong may be knocked out. Oh god, where's Mongrel? There's Mongrel. Jillian may stand a chance of getting near enough to the gate to get into the city. Not before being knocked unconscious, but... Hey, Maiko, good to see you. Another ad break already, huh? Fog Death Yard has been wiped out. What did I see up here? Ghoul hunters, of course. Yes, Jillian, get us into the city. Okay, I should have had Bing Bong moving, I admit this. Although, I mean, Bing Bong's getting some training in. Oh, so it completely replaces the mongrel population with ghoul hunters. All right, well, we have found mongrel. Let's go ahead and take our ad break. I'll run some ads on both platforms, get them out of the way, and I'll be back in just a moment. Thanks for being here, everybody. No, you know what? We're gonna run up his heating bills while we're in here. Flush the toilet a bunch, too. Guy will never understand why his utilities are so high after today. Anybody else a fan of the stoned octopus? Been Look at that form. Wow, I am really good at being a vehicular menace. Look how big these rabbits are. And look at this thing. Look how weird looking that is. Don't mind me, I'm just out on a nature expedition, just enjoying the wildlife. It's pretty cool. We only got an hour and a half in because I was super sleepy. I was super sleepy again today, but today I brought a weapon. Twitch, in case your AI transcript spider bot is listening, was a metaphorical weapon. It's a monster. It's a weapon against tiredness. I did not bring a weapon to stream. You cannot prove it. I don't care how many multiplayer features your game has. If I'm playing single player mode, I should be able to play it on my computer with no internet connection and no disruptions. Like, yeah, if there's a leaderboard or something, the leaderboard won't work, that's fine. If it doesn't track my progress, that's fine, but I can't play the solo part without internet connection. I don't like that.
No catch. You let me go, that is all. What do you care about some banner?
Counter argument. Looking for intel. She may be useful, but she was also fun to explode. See, I'm out of drink. Oh! You can't do that. You can't click left mouse to fill the gas while you're holding an assault rifle. Yeah, that doesn't look like any plant I've ever seen.
That does not look like any plant I've ever seen. This may be problematic.
Why can I not do the kill?
Who's there? 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 Who's there?
So, in order to survive the horrors of the fog, what if we have to embrace the fog and all that it offers? Presumably, we can take advantage of fights in the area and collect heads for money. Swore I saw a fight in the area. Remember, that bed is not cheap. True. Confused, isn't Kenshi already permadeath? I mean, you can always just reload, which I'm not, which you picked up on. How you doing? Like, there's ghoul hunters there. Hoping I'd see some bodies that I could, you know, scavenge off of. Those are cacti. Some cheap ramen and some Kool-Aid for dinner. What got you something to eat? Kind of hoping there'd be more ghoul slaying going on right outside town. Got a bunch of dead fogmen here. Any kind of princes around? Bing Bong, by the way, almost out of recovery coma. What's the runabout? So a couple of things. No map. Dark nights. And we have overhauled most of the map with not just regular fogmen, but mist ghouls, grieve wraiths, and foul hounds, which are very high-level enemies. And we are region locked to the northwest corner of the map. Ooh, this is a veteran hunter. Be worth going over here and see who he downs. Meanwhile, Bing Bong. Region lock is the most scary thing about this run. I think they all kind of add up. However, being able to turn in the mist ghoul heads could be a little OP. We gotta get Bing Bong a little closer into town. Bing Bong's being attacked, but guess there'll be some progress. That veteran hunter doing? Still at it. Being region locked, do you get a good enough gear? We'll see. We should be able to buy a lot of it from, like, Mongrel and World's End. And also you can hunt the mist ghouls. Alien's already up to 31 toughness. Been watching what we do in the shadows. I had somebody try to get me into that. It never really seemed completely like my thing, but... Armor King, not technically in the top left region. Yes, there is Armor King. That is somebody that we are able to see. You have World's End, you have Armor King. Yes. The thing with the weapons is, and I guess the part that I didn't share, we have a mod called Dead Mist Plains, which also overhauls Leviathan Coast. So for the most part, the books are going to be very limited to us. Ancient science books and AI cores. That's going to be our limiting factor in making weapons. Take heads of everyone, not just princes. Are they priced the same? So it's with the Mist Ghouls specifically. And no, they are cheaper. And some of the high level, like Mist Horrors and stuff, they are more expensive than princes. So it's all pretty, you know, commensurate with their level. We're letting Jillian get a little rest before getting back up. See if we can get back in here. Okay, train that stealth. And it's getting to be about nighttime. We'll see if we can get Bing Bong back as well. Now, Jillian's not actually benefiting from the stealth because of encumbrance and the backpack. But the stat gains are permanent. Look, 18 melee defense already. Joke about hunting your Prince Charming with this one. We always end up looking for Prince Charming. I want to say the last 3 or 4 runs we've ended up using Prince heads as a form of income. Regardless of possible limb loss, this is already getting to be a good choice. I knew it would be. Like, if we can get a couple skeletons beefed up here in the Fog Islands... Scary because if there's a big enough group of Mist, anything could wipe Mongrel. Yes, but Mongrel has... the faction has been overhauled into ghoul hunters, so they are a little more capable. $35 toughness already. Bing Bong up to 25. You know, I knew we'd have to come up with some unorthodox strategies for this one. Is Beep just not there at all? I actually haven't looked for Beep. I haven't spent too much time in the city. We'll find out. Usually has his callouts regardless of if he sees you. Yeah, I can't say that I've seen any, but I could have just missed them. Yeah, I get it. Missed. Beep in your game is going, Beep is also a fogman like you. Really? That's a super cool detail if so. Oh, you know what? There's Shinobi here too. So the Shinobi will be able to help them train like a little bit of lockpicking and things like that. No, just headcanon. That would be a super cool patch for this mod. I think the Shinobi are like this way. Mongrel is not a very well-lit city. Bing Bong is one whack away from losing an arm. I mean, it's minus 19. Also, skeletons can heal in regular beds. It just won't repair the wear damage. Wonder if the skeletons are at least partially nanite tech since they can heal slowly over time. Something like that would make sense. Arm needs a little duct tape. Be good as new. What's up, Precursor? Good to have you. All right. Let's get you all to rest up. We'll get you some base level training. Get those heads sold in the morning. Yeah, so they'll heal in these beds just like a human will. They'll just be a little lighter on max health. That or the reason they heal is not actually health regen. They just get used to the effects of damage on their systems and work around it. Could be, like, recalibrating. How we going over here? All right, we got one full container of electrical components. I like that. Hey, have a good one, Clay. Thank you for hanging. Oh, it's already morning again. These two could use a little more rest, though. Vibing the blunt trauma away. You living in the blood rain? We are indeed. See, we're up to 13,000 cats. We could just about... Oh, wait. We can buy a specialist scout left leg for burn. final Gordon before it ever gets silenced. Oh, have a good one. Have a good one, Jill. Thank you for hanging with us today. Appreciate you. Thank you for sending off our Gordon. You know what, we'll save our money for now. I'm sure we'll come across another scout left leg, and that money will be good if we need to emergency throw somebody in a skeleton bed. How did Byrne lose his leg? So there was a mysterious ghoul. A high-level ghoul in plate armor with an Edge Type 3 fragment axe. And it chopped his leg off. We had 3 people in that fight lose a limb. Because an Edge 3 fragment axe is terrifying. Well, these only go up to 5 attack anyway. Hey, what's up, Taps? Good to see you. Hope you're well. You did it! What you did. Bing Bong will get that assassination training going. Oh, we'll check the Shinobi Trader, too. They've probably got goods. It's insane they evolved. They're using weapons and armor now. Not just weapons and armor, but very high-level ones. Click the stream redeem thing. It's a big deal for you. Hey, it is seen and it is appreciated. When I started playing this, did I think it'd go this far? No, not really. I mean, I think there was a part of me that thought, like, oh, what if this really takes off and becomes my thing? Haha, how funny would that be? But on a serious level, no, not at all. Man, we got training opportunities inside the city. We got to go take those. And also, you know, money opportunities. Do they at least sleep? Oh no, they are very active in the night, and it is very hard to see in the night. You know, all we gotta do is run around and collect the rewards. Get beaten up a little bit. And that one's worth 12 grand! Oh, this is a missed executioner. Okay, these are the ones that will actually eat people even when they're not tied to a pole. Bing Bong might lose an arm. Hey, Kate, how's it going? Gonna be a bit lurky, but wanted to at least say hello. Hey, it's going great. It is very good to see you. Totally understand the lurk. But thanks for stopping in and saying hello. We are persisting with the horrors. Billion also is gaining a lot of robotics. Imagine a mod with skeleton-eating enemies. I'm sure it's been done. At least if it's possible within the confines of the game, I'm sure it's been done. Oh yeah, we're in the money now. Honestly, in these circumstances, losing a limb might be a shortcut to becoming even greater with the stuff we could afford. What do I think is going through the minds of my two skeletons? A lot of blunt impact weapons. Ooh, we're gonna see a missed executioner dropped. Interesting, they drop teeth. So they are not like high value targets. We should participate in the collective defense. Why is Bing Bong outside the wall? How far did you run outside the town? Oh, okay, just outside the front gate. Just got back to Mongrel in your game and you think the place is collapsing. We better go make a run and sell this stuff and try to buy some high quality equipment while the shops are presumably alive. Oh, so there are still shinobi guards. Not because of the mist ghouls, but because the ghoul hunters and the rest of Mongrel are fighting for some reason. Oh, it's a famous Kenshi civil war. Need to find this mod. You love playing around Mongrel. If you look in the comments of any of my VODs in this series, I have it set as a pinned comment. There's a collection on Steam. So you can download the whole collection that I'm using, or just go to the Steam Workshop, browse collections, and type Unfair Horror. Mark II Katana, okay. Take that. Yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll pop this specialist scout left leg for now for burn. Check on Steam because you don't want to leave stream. Yeah, no worries. You can find it on any of the VODs after stream as well. I don't love nerfing crossbows and dexterity, but I still think this plate jacket would be a good upgrade. Be much more able to withstand at least a couple hits now. I honestly think that this might have blown the whole mod pack open. We'll see. We'll see if it gets to that point, but it's looking compelling. Hey, Kitty, welcome in. Good to see you. Get Bing Bong to rest up for now. I wonder if the Shinobi Trader is in as well. Because I honestly wonder if some Assassin's Rags or Ninja Rags or something, if they're high enough quality, might be the way to go. Of course, we could also go to Armor King for that sort of thing. Well, I meant to make this a reward, you know, for if you're able to kill a Mist Guardian or something. Like, you get a little monetary reward out of it, and that would be a way to bring in resources with the normal ways being so hard in the game. But man, money's just flying in at this moment. I think high-grade ninja rags would be a good thing for us to have on hand. Maybe preferable overall. I'm not sure yet. Just gotta make sure the rest of our crew doesn't starve while we're away doing this. They're running a little low on food. Tomorrow, perhaps a run for brew to pick up some fish from the hive. This is the first game where you did a no vulture personal rule because of all of the heads, though you stretched the definition a lot. You know what? Let's buy a house in Mongrel. Also buy... So what do we need for arms? Right arm. Left leg. We have one left leg. Right arm and 2 more left legs would be the ticket. Picking up an unconscious ghoul to put it in your building, wait until it gets back up and beat it to the clearly fair game. Alright, so we set a right arm. For brew, I think the thing would be a lifter. And then 2 more left legs. Foul hounds look dangerous. You've seen them before. They tear your arms off. Yeah, they certainly add an element of danger. Just need a couple building material, I think. Okay, well, I guess we're building a torch post for now. Was lucky enough to be missing a leg to play dead. I'm surprised the foul hounds respect that. I would have thought that they would eat you alive. There he is! Beep. All right. Red Rock, how about if we called this one Winter Beep? Oh, no, you don't get to rename Beep. Never mind. I don't know how we're ever going to get Beep to leave this place. He may just live here. Okay, there is fighting here. If I can just find the source of it. Who's in there opening and shutting that door? Well, this has been an interesting installment. This is not the way that I saw things going today, and yet I can't be upset about it. Even know where the gate is. Okay, sun's rising. First things first, food check for Manhattan. Plenty of food. Brew. Needs to go buy some food from the hivers. Man, I just know Brew's gonna be so happy with that new arm. 30 dried fish. Have at it. Yeah, I just walk in and drop 8 grand on fish. Paid to. Thank you kindly. Wondering why I was so slow. Oh, Gorillo decided that it got an invitation. Weird that Brew is not dropping any of this stuff off. Okay, I guess I'm gonna do it manually then. There we go. Good bit of food. All right, back to the mongrels. Get Jillian out here to face some adventure. And we're running 10 miles an hour is so brutal for this. I can't believe there's a Mist Guardian on a pole. I mean, I just have to take that, right? Yoink. Oh, it's wounded, not dead. Well, what if I pick the lock? It should be dead, as its head is now in my inventory. Hold on, we're doing science. We seem to have tamed it. Where's it going now? Retreating. Fascinating stuff. Yeah, honestly, it seems like being at this other entrance over here is where it's at. Oh, a mysterious ghoul, huh? Is that the same Mist Guardian? Did we get two heads from the same Guardian? The rules of this world are many and strange. Don't mind if I do. Yes, Jillian is going to... Oh, wait, let's carry the body, too. Get some power level going on for strength training. I feel like I'm just chasing fights around, and I'm too slow to actually get involved in any of them. Yes, walk into battle holding the corpse of the mysterious ghoul, the one whose teeth you have pulled out one by one. They even can read books. Yeah, well, this one says specifically... Who is he? A mysterious ghoul who differs from his brethren with a more developed intellect. Otherwise, he wouldn't be wearing such armor and wield such a sword. Who is he? And also, he has a notebook on him. Maybe throughout the mod, we'll find the origin of the mysterious ghoul. Oh, that strength is jumping. What if we combine it with sneak? Oh man, the levels. Ah, here we go. Well, we're also gonna get got, but you know, that's how you get good. Get got to get good. Now we'll have Jillian do some training on rebooting. Already got some levels of defense. You're supposed to, like, patch yourself up before getting all the way up. Oh, looks like one's coming back to challenge us. At point blank range, Jillian just leveled the crossbow and shot him in the face. That was cold. Right through the brainstem, too, it appears. That was clutch. I think ideal, though, is to be beaten up by the mist ghouls, actually, because they have much higher attack, so we'll gain defense levels more quickly. See what we can get for Bing Bong. High quality ranger, that's a good bow. And armor, what do we got? Nothing too amazing. For some of the vertical stream, am I considering making a fair version of this mod pack? No. I am not a modder. I am happy to put a mod pack together to let people try my same experience. But I would rather put my time into streaming and making more videos than try to balance a mod pack. Go on, get in there. Fight it. Why does he carry those 2 ceramic bowls? I had 2 ceramic bowls that I stole. I just found a good place to sell them. All right, another ad break, probably the last one of the stream. I think we're just going to keep playing through these ads, so I do appreciate your patience with that. All right, Bing Bong, let's go get you some training. Middle of the night, no worries, training never sleeps. As far as a settlement, it definitely seems like turrets are the way to go. Much as crossbows are the way to go in general because of the amount of bleed that they cause. That one just passed out. I think Bing Bong is going to run around and just attack as there's opportunity. That's if I use the attack all command. Wow, they dropped that one amazingly fast. Every hit was to the stomach. Must have had that one Fallout perk. Concentrated fire. The Ghoul Hunters almost do too good a job fighting them so close to town to get any training. Amazing how little the death yards actually get used now because everybody's too busy attacking each other. Wait, I just saw something in the night and it's not attacking me. What's wrong? Oh no, now Beep's under attack. Poor Beep, he never even got a lantern. Hold on, did Beep hold his own? Oh man, Bing Bong gaining so many defense levels in this one bout of combat. Like legitimately, I think 10. Gonna need another repair kit. We'll get that robotic skill up, though. Look at that 32 melee defense. Up from, I want to say 21. Oh, that might have been the end of that repair kit. Let's get Bing Bong inside. Peep standing in a pool of blood that's not his own? Let's go. I think Jillian with the large backpack should gain defense experience even faster. Oh, and the plate jacket probably helps too. Lone fog heavy, huh? 'Guess it finished eating and skedaddled. $3K for bed rental. I think it'd be cheaper to buy a shack and set up your own bed in there. I would need a certain amount of research to build my own. I have the shack. I just don't know if I'm capable of building the skeleton repair bed. But, you know, maybe we get Bing Bong and Jillian trained up. Maybe they go and they check out the obedience lab. I think we gotta help our shinobi friends. Our shinobi friends helped themselves. They did. Julian's too slow to get involved in any of the good fights. Wonder what if we make it our end goal to base in Dead Mist Plains? Be interesting. Boom! That was solid. The thing I'm looking for is either to fight high attack enemies or large numbers of enemies. That's either going to raise my defense quickly or my toughness. Okay, or in this case, I got both. Don't know why they left, but I'm not complaining. Okay, so almost no attack training to speak of, but we gained like 8 defense levels. And 8 toughness levels just from that one encounter. All right, trade places. They seem to come through this area relatively consistently. Get Jillian in there. Bing Bong out here. See, Bing Bong's defense is getting to a point where blows are being blocked pretty regularly. I wonder, does attack go up when an attack gets blocked? It does. I'd say Bing Bong almost has the system down, at least against the mist ghouls. Feels a little grindy right now, but I think things are going to take off when we have more, I guess we can say, capability. Would have suggested Pee Pee Poo Poo as a name, but went with Bing Bong to spare me having to say that every 5 minutes. You know, I have a certain amount of veto power anyway, but I appreciate you thinking of me. For whatever reason, Sad Neil has become your spirit animal in this game. Man, 51 toughness. Yeah, it's gonna get to a point. The great thing with the toughness is they're going to take less damage from hits, which means the melee defense will build up more quickly. Also using less repair kits. All sorts of benefits. Okay, that one might actually be a recovery coma that we're in need of. Tried thinking of human name suggestions from old characters, and nope, they're all worse than Bing Bong. Yeah, that one is a recovery coma. I wonder if we have to pay for every use of the skeleton repair bed, or if it's like the... If it's like the beds at bars where you get it for 24 hours. Going to break the rules and help you when you play a game. The game must also play you. What? Oh, also that no help on my vertical stream, that shouldn't be there. That was for Stalker. Because I'm playing Stalker without any help. Okay, cool. It is like bar beds. You do get the bed for 24 hours. Why would Bing Bong get up? She's in that bed for a reason. There you go, a philosophical idea to ponder. I do consider Kenshi kind of like a game master in that, you know, you want to do a thing, and Kenshi is like the gatekeeper of doing things while keeping the story continuing. So you've gone to Mongrel and acquired the best character in the game? Yeah, Bing Bong. Oh, this is gonna get us a ton of XP. See, now Jillian is starting to block attacks. There you go. Maybe heal that stuff back up a little. If you're map restricted, does it mean no Agnew? It does mean no Agnew. Hello, Fru. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for the fun fact. Oh yeah, it's all coming together now. We'll have to fight more mist ghouls for it really to come together, but 64 toughness. I mean, come on, 39 defense. I may have moved further away from Mongrel. These are the dangers of traveling after dark. Now, Bing Bong is all healed up, and Jillian can go and use the bed. The Circle of Magic. But I think it's approaching time for me to use the bed as well. So I think we're going to wrap up here. We made a lot of progress. We got ourselves to a place that I didn't think we were going to get yet, and I think it's given us some footholds to really advancing the arc of this story. So We will be back tomorrow. My regular days for Kenshi are Saturday and Sunday. And if you're new here, by the way, we do a lot of Kenshi, and I make videos on Kenshi as well. So you've got videos of my blind first playthrough, Fogman Rehabilitation, Solo Fogman Drone Permadeath, Crab Master, lots of fun playthroughs. This one will be a video as well eventually. You can catch those edited videos, you can catch the full VODs all over on the YouTube. And like I said, tomorrow I will be on at the same time between 6 and 7 Eastern. So let's go ahead and save the game. And we'll get everything closed out. Thanks for being here, everybody. It's been a great one. All right, and as usual, we close YouTube first. YouTube, thank you for being here, whether you were here live or you caught the VOD. I appreciate you, and I hope you enjoyed this installment of Kenshi as an unfair horror game as much as I have. I look forward to seeing you for another one, but until that happens, please do take